Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Solidarity
forever,
solidarity
forever,
united
we stand,
divided
we fall.
This stagnant state, the state of being stagnant, is raising a lot of anger in some of us. Why do we remain in the way we are forever? Lamenting, telling stories every now and then. We are also lamenting with our own members. Yet we as the leaders must find solutions to the problem that are really bedeviling our people. So I want to present myself once again. I know that there were some of you who may not have supported me, but you know, a lot of information is hidden. Sometimes information is distorted deliberately to be able to vote people who ordinarily would not be our leaders. But because of the orchestrated schemes of distorting facts, we end up having people sometimes in leadership when actually they wouldn't have deserved to be our leaders. And as a result of which, problems remain unresolved. You can never represent people, my brothers and sisters, unless you are so compassionate that you have put yourself in their feet. If you do not have that in you, then leadership is going to always be a problem. That's why, for some of us, even when you don't vote us, we remain serving. When Nelson Mandela was fighting for the rights of the people in South Africa, there were people who opposed him, including the king, Mangosuthu Buthelezi, rose up very firmly, and you know he was a very popular man. And he said he was opposing Nelson Mandela. People kept wondering, what is wrong with Mangosuthu Buthelezi? But sometimes people resist out of human envy, not because they really have legitimate cause. Mandela stood for the rights of the blacks. He was so prominent, he was so vocal. He fought for the people of South Africa. How Mangosuthu Buthelezi rose up and resisted him, the whole world got shocked. But Mandela never gave up. Just as I'm not giving up, even when you have sometimes let me down. I am not giving up. Because the dream that I have for the workers of Uganda must be realized.
yes.
We are not going to bring down a forest by using a panga. A whole forest will have 5 years within which to bring down the forest. You are using a panga or a knife. These things don't work that way. Trade unionism all over the world has never worked the way we do business here. It is only in Uganda that we have decided to do trade unionism in a manner that is tilted upside down. People who are our oppressors, we are dining with them. The people who are our oppressors, we dine with them. We want to be like them. And then we expect to change the community in which we are living. It is not going to work. If we continue that way, we will die and be wiped out. There will be nothing that will happen in Uganda. If we are wise enough, we should be able to understand and see that we have tried over the years. Things have not worked. Why are they not working? Why are we insisting on doing the same thing over and over? Brothers and sisters, we don't have a lot of time to waste. 30 years from now, maybe 3/4 of us who are here may not be here. Why are we behaving like as if we have a lot of luxury of time when it comes to handling certain things? I'm grateful with the direction the leadership of NOTU is taking. I hope you do not get tired and stop halfway and go otherwise. But I would want to think that NOTU as an institution can bring about tremendous change. But NOTU cannot bring tremendous change under the leadership in the way the members of parliament have presided over NOTU over the past years. NOTU needs support. When we fought for representation of workers in parliament, we wanted to help NOTU and the trade unions. That was the original goal. As long as unions remain the way they are, as long as not remains the way it is, members of parliament would have failed, because the intention was to help unions grow. We as members of parliament don't have their own structures to represent workers. The only structures we have are structures that are existing in the trade unions. So if you think you can be able to succeed, the only success we would want to see is a success that trade unions are organizing, they are effectively mobilizing resources, they are able to represent workers, even in Namisindwa, where we are not right now. There you will say, we have succeeded. But as long as we have unions defeated, members of parliament are defeated, you can speak whatever language you want to speak. But if unions are not growing, MPs are defeated. Because the laws that we have, brothers and sisters, are laws that were passed as a result of a fight by NOTU and spearheaded by Textiles Union. Let nobody come and start claiming that, oh, I passed the labor laws. These labor laws were as a result of a fight. That fight, first of all, originated from a long struggle of demand for amendment of the labor laws that had become obsolete. It was started by Brother Mukasa Mudirika, who is now the late. Ongama inherited it, and eventually time came when now the laws had to be amended. And that fight was made, put at the apex by Textiles Union, by then Brother Mandra Muke, who spearheaded that exercise, taken over by Catherine Aneno. And Uganda was summoned to appear for a public hearing in the US. It was at that stage that government decided to say, let us amend these labor laws, otherwise we are going to be thrown out of AGOA. It is not because MPs fought. MPs who are dining with the systems are betraying workers' cause. I don't want to speak these things because I'm campaigning anyone. This has been my position ever since. If we want to continue in that path, brothers and sisters, we are not going to go very far. Even the colleague members of parliament, I have shared with them these views I'm sharing. Please, stand on the platform where you can be able to speak the story of the workers. The story of workers has not been properly told. People don't understand why even we are seeking representation. When you go to communities and you say, I'm representing workers, people are going to ask you, why are you representing workers? What is the problem with these workers? The story in factories, the persecution of workers in workplaces, the kind of frustrations and the pains we go through in the process of production. This story has not been properly told. If it was properly told, we would have many more allies. But who is there to speak? A member of parliament has immunities and privileges under the law. You can speak anywhere and everybody will listen that the member of parliament has spoken. If it is Matukhu who is speaking alone here, they are going to say, who is Matukhu? General Secretary of Infrastructure. What is infrastructure? You have to do a lot of introduction for people to recognize that you are a trade unionist. But a member of parliament don't need introduction. Member of parliament representing workers, you have an opportunity to speak. And everybody will listen. The Ministry of Labor, for example, they are initiating and taking laws, introducing laws for amendment in parliament without involvement of the trade unions. That never used to happen in the days of Ongama. But today now you hear a law is there. Now you got the committee of parliament to present your views. The committee is not even listening to you. They don't even give you time. Brothers and sisters, this situation in our view ought to change. I rise up, I'm going to be very vocal. I'm going to make a lot of noise. One of the things I want you to understand is that I'm going to make a noise. That noise is going to be made so effectively from all fronts until not to gain its recognition, until not to gain its space. There has never been trade unionism anywhere where unions are recognized without noise being made. It is not there. Now for me, when I'm coming, I am not coming on any ticket. I will not come on a ticket of UNU. I'm not coming on a ticket of NRM. Just in case they will say now, collective responsibility, we went to Jankwanzi and made a decision. You must all comply with this decision. I want a decision to be made from there, and then I want to challenge that decision. Even if it requires going to ILO, we will go there and back to it out from there. Let's fight for our space. I like the comments my brother Mikira is putting across. These things my brother is explaining are not going to come when we are sitting on the boardroom, speaking English in the boardroom. Those things we have done. Change government. We negotiated with government a collective bargaining agreement and signed. Government refused to implement it. Public service unions are seated there talking in the same platform where government has refused to sign. And what for me? Brothers and sisters, I know very well that what is in my heart is a fire. It is burning. Yes. I'm just waiting for opportunity. And I want to hide under the immunities given to us under ILO and other laws to deal with this problem.